What's up YouTube? It's your boy VaniTy. Yeah, sorry for any noise in the background. My house is really loud. Anyways, I got an OU match here today against some guy named Hello999 on the Showdown ladder, and I thought this was a good battle, so I wanted to upload it. I'm just gonna be honest, I take an L this video because, like, you know, I had some really weird OU team with a Rotom Wash and a Keldeo, and then yeah, I guess I'll go with my team. I had a standard defensive Skarmory, though I'm running Iron Head instead of like Brave Bird or Counter. I have Scarf, Landorus, Therian, Calm Mind, Taunt, Keldeo, Specs, Coco, Mega, Latios, and then a defensive Rotom Wash. And you'll see that throughout this battle, I just can't kill his Lele. That was the big problem and the reason why I lost. But with that said, let's just get into the battle. Alright, so he leaves with his Lele, and I leave with my Rotom Wash. Now, I take huge damage from this Lele turn 1, and the thing is, I didn't know what item he was, because I'm not a Scarf Rotom Wash, or I would have known straight away he was Scarfed himself, but I didn't find that out till later in the battle. So I'm going to switch right into my Skarmory, go for the Brave Bird as he brings in his Heatran. I go right into my Keldeo as he sets up his own rocks. Now, I've pretty much figured he was going to switch here, but he actually stays in and goes for the Protect, trying to Scalp. I thought he was going to go for the, I thought he was going to switch out into his Lopunny, but no. Anyway, he Lava Plumes my Rotom Wash, and I get my Apple Berry up. And he's going to go for Protect. Now, I didn't want to reveal Volt Switch too early, so I just try to Hydro first. Then I'm going to defog his rocks away as he Toxics my Rotom Wash. And he's just going to rack up a bit of toxic damage with Protect. Still didn't want to reveal Hydro Pump. So, knowing he has no other choice but to switch now, I'm going to go for the Volt Switch as he brings in his Bulu. And it actually does a decent amount. Nice 15%, that's a nice chunk. And I go back into my Skarmory, and I'm going to set up a Spike here. Unfortunately, I can't really do much to this Heatran with Skarmory, so I'm forced back into Rotom Wash. I probably should have went into Keldeo, but I didn't want it to get toxic, so at least not this early in the battle. So I'm going to go for Volt Switch and try to bluff him into doing it, but to be honest, I probably should have Volt Switched again, but I just go for Hydro and get another chunk off on his Bulu. So I'm pretty sure I just let Rotom die, yeah, because like it was just too weak to come in and take another hit. So I go into Coco, trying to get him to switch out, and I went for Hidden Power Ice in case he wants to switch into Gliscor, and I catch his Gliscor, so that was a good play on my part. He brings back in his Heatran, I go into Keldeo, and I believe he poisons me right here. No, he misses Toxic, so this gives me a chance to set up a Calm Mind. I go for Scald first, but then I Calm Mind because I figured if he wants to bring in Bulu, I Taunt first because I know he might want to try and Toxic me. So I go for Calm Mind right now as he brings in his Bulu, and I figured after +1, a Z Hydro Vortex would kill him off, and I go for the Z move right here, and luckily it does. So I'm looking good at this point, up 5-4. The only thing is I can't kill that Scarf Lele, and he can, every time he brings in Lele, it just kills something. And that's just going to be my ultimate downfall this battle. I go into Skarmory, and he Psychic does a chunk like that. So that was probably my biggest mistake of the battle. I should have let either Latios or Keldeo die. No. Yeah, I probably should have let Latios or Keldeo die. But instead, because Skarmory could have took a hit and knocked it out with Iron Head. But that was just my mistake. So now Landorus is gonna... Now I bring in Scarf Lando, and I'm just gonna start doing some damage, wreaking havoc with Earthquake. So I revenge killed his... So I took out his incoming Volcarona. Then I gotta EQ his Lopunny for big damage. Then he kills me off with Ice Punch. So I go into Latios, bluffing the Scarf basically. But I'm Mega. So luckily I take the return, and I kill him off with a Psychic. But this gives him the chance to go back into his Lele, and he goes for Moonblast, takes out my Latios, and pretty much at this point he has the game wrapped up as long as he switches out, because I'm going to go for T-Bolt, and I'm going to be able to 2-hit this Heatran because I'm Specs Coco. So yeah, I do that. He goes for Protect, just trying to get some more HP, maybe trying to live a turn and then get off a Lava Plume that would pretty much definitely seal in the game. But I go for another T-Bolt, and at this point Specs Lele can just kind of sweep through with Psychic, and there's not really much I can do about it because after Rocks, that's easily going to kill. That Psychic's easily going to kill. Pretty sure it would have killed even if Rocks weren't on the field. Maybe not though, because he didn't have up Psychic Terrain anymore. But either way, I lost the battle, and this was just more of a matter of me sacking the wrong thing, I think, because if I would have had Skarmory late game, Lopunny may not have gotten off such a big hit on my Latios, and I could have maybe potentially lived a Moonblast, because he was Scarfed, he wasn't Specs. So, that was probably my mistake, but, you know, either way, it happens. You know, this is a game all about experience, and you make mistakes, and you just have to learn from them. But either way, I want to thank you for watching. It's been your boy VaniTy, and I am out. Deuces.